Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Standup Comedy, your host and MC. For over 5 years, we've been diving deep into the world of stand-up comedy, sharing stories, insights, and laughs with some of the most talented comedians, club owners, and industry insiders around. Now we're taking you on a trip down memory lane with a special Best Of series. We've handpicked some of the most unforgettable moments, greatest laughs, and top insights from past episodes. So whether you're a longtime listener or just joining us, these episodes are packed with gems you won't want to miss. So sit back, relax, and get ready to relive the laughs. This is Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC, the Best Of edition.
This is another episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hi, and welcome to this week's show. I think we have something fun for you coming up. Okay, so let's get on with this week's show. So what I've done is gone to the archives from 1985 and pulled two great bits. Coming up a little bit later, live in concert from 1985, Jay Leno. Very good friend of ours, was a regular act at the club. But to get things started, from a TV show I produced for the Fox network, a 1-hour special in 1985, here is a set by a comedy team where one of the gentlemen is cited and the other is not. The name of the comedy team was O'Brian Valdez, a couple of very funny guys that worked together for many years and worked our club several times. And I think you'll hear from this TV set that they were very funny. Now, you'll also hear Willie Tyler and Lester, as they were the MC of this particular TV show I produced, and they'll be introducing O'Brian and Valdez. You'll hear a short set from them, and then we'll come back and introduce Jay Leno. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this week's show. Let's get ready for some great comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Tyler and Lester introducing O'Brian and Valdez.
Okay. Thank you. You know what, Les, do you like comedy teams? Hey, I'm a comedy team then, you know what I mean? Well, this next act that's coming out now, one can see and one is, unsighted, you know what I mean? Really? Yeah, one is sighted. You know what that means? Yeah, he can see. The other one's, unsighted. I know what that means, man. In other words, he's like us. No. But anyway, to make a long story short, would you do the honors? I'd be glad to, man. Go right ahead. I know him. Go right ahead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, O'Brian and Valdez.
Thank you. Thank you, Les. Glad to be here, gang. We are O'Brian and Valdez. Good to be in Sacramento, huh?
I'd like to introduce my partner to you. This here's my partner, Jim O'Brien. He's the sighted guy.
It's Alex Valdez. He happens to be blind.
Hey, but it's cool. I have no car payments. Thank you very much. We are very happy to be here on the show tonight. I'm feeling especially proud wearing my brand new tuxedo my partner Jim bought me. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
You're looking good, Fred Astaire.
Yeah, it took 2 paychecks, and I think it's worth it. I do. Thank you, man.
Things are going real good for us. Right now, we're on our world tour. After this, we're heading to
Elk Grove.
Elk Grove, right?
Somebody got to do it.
It's our turn.
Yeah. Going first class, no more bus.
Nah, we take Amtrak now.
Get up in the car, walk from car to car in the train.
Listening to the clickety-clack of the wheels.
Caboose, don't kill yourself.
All right. That's why we don't fly, by the way.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, they're loosen up. Let's tell them a little bit about ourselves. Tell them a little background on us.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Don't lie.
I ain't going to lie no more. It's TV.
All right, Jim, if you lie tonight, you're going to hear that buzzer.
You got my word.
Let's shake on it.
All right, we'll shake. You don't trust me? Big A, what's happening?
How you doing on feet?
All right. Yeah. Not bad for a blind dude, huh?
Not too bad for a white boy either, huh?
Anyway, my glory days was high school. I was the quarterback of the football team. Made love to all the cheerleaders. I had a couple cheerleaders. Touched a fat girl in biology. I wasn't into sports. About your high school?
Well, high school's a little different for me in the respect I happen to go to an all-disabled high school.
What's the name?
Handicap high.
What, do you have 2 able parking spots out in front?
Yeah, but we parked in them anyway. We didn't care.
Uno.
Then we could not try to walk normal.
All right.
I'll tell you the truth, though, lunchtime was the best time, man.
Spilling stuff?
No. See, me and some of my blind buddies, we get together, tie some of the CNI dogs up to the wheelchairs, have chariot races down the halls.
All right. Speaking of racing, I'm taking up jogging now. Quit smoking. I'm going to start running every day.
You're gonna run.
Every morning at the crack of noon. I'm gone. Matter of fact, you ought to start running too.
No way, Jim. I don't know about jogging with a cane, partner.
Hey, you're my partner. You don't jog with no stinking cane. Get you a damn weed eater. Gotta watch that stomach, buddy. Kind of feel like my girlfriend's butt.
Hey, it kind of does. Good idea, man.
Leave it alone. Alex Valdez.
Jim O'Brien.
Thanks, gang.
That was the comedy team of O'Brian and Valdez, a very talented duo of comics that came to the club regularly through the 80s. And in this particular case was doing a short set for our Fox TV special from 1985. There was a few visuals in there. They do an urban handshake, and also they did a bit where they're walking through a train. So hopefully you were able to visualize that. But very funny couple of guys, and it was great to be able to showcase them on this podcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the star of this week's show, none other than Jay Leno, who appeared live on stage in concert in 1985. That's the theme today. And this was taped live at the Sacramento Convention Theater as a Thanksgiving Eve event. I did several of these. They were always sold out, and the opening act was Dana Carvey. And here he is, and he interacts with the audience, has great material. Please enjoy the comedy of Jay Leno.
Oh, people up there in the balcony there, how you guys doing? Guess that's pretty much our remedial section there. There is a 400 SAT minimum to get in. I guess some of you are not. Oh, there's a good crowd. Look at these people hanging right on the edge there, right on the. How are you guys doing? Pretty good there? How about that lady has both her hands up? What do you do? Wait a minute. Apparently some sort of quadra head up there. Perhaps if one person could speak, it would make it easier here. What do? You work for Pacific Bell. Now, what is your job when the... All right. What is your job when the repair line rings? You're not to answer it? I hate dealing with the phone. They act like your parents, don't they? If you break your phone, they try to teach you a lesson by making you stay in one day next week, you know? You broke your phone, you're grounded Friday between 9 and 5. No, I do not know what time will be there, young man. You just sit and wait. You know? It's a true story. My phone breaks. I make an appointment to get it fixed on Wednesday. I went all day Wednesday. Nobody comes. Thursday, I'm real mad. I call from a payphone. Woman says, we couldn't get out to your house yesterday. We tried to reach you, but apparently your phone is out of order. I says, when can you fix the phone? We'll be home Thursday. I said, yeah, I'll be home Thursday between 9 and 5. Thursday comes. I'm up at 8 o'clock. I'm standing at the front door for 7 hours waiting for this guy. Finally, at 4:30, I can't take any longer. I go in the bathroom for 2 minutes. I come out. There's a note on the door. Sorry, we missed you. You know that. How about the lady in the black there? What, teacher as well. What grade? You teach adults. There's some kind of a surrogate thing there. What, now what do you teach? Computer school. So when they get out, they can do what? Hand out tokens at the arcade? I see. How about this gentleman, sir? What do you do? Data processing as well. And the young lady? You don't do anything. Guess mom and dad are pretty proud. Now, have you thought about doing something? I guess this way when you retire, it makes that transition to the private sector a little bit easier. Any kind of job in the future, maybe? Anything you... Probably fast foods. Well, certainly a rewarding career at best, certainly. That's sure, the pay is low and the hours are hard, but gee, you get a lot out of it, don't you? Probably want to go into the fast... Boy, it's hard to believe the Japanese are ahead of us, huh? Now, a lot of people... See, what is responsible? Where is ambition? See, a lot of people have this attitude now. Look at the games like Trivial Pursuit. Now, this game could only exist in the 1980s, when you think about it. Huh? What did people do with their spare time? You go 100 years ago. George Washington Carver, you sit around at night, you try to dream up how you get more crops from a single seed, or Amelia Earhart, you fly around the world. Thomas Edison, you invent the light. Now, the brightest, most intelligent people around, they sit around at night going, okay, what was Goober's middle name? You know, there's no... Any parents? Anybody got kids? That's it? What do they do? Radiation testing here in the 60s? The 3,000 sterile people? Dear Dave. No, all right. Now, who had children? We had anybody down here have children? Or maybe that's why you people have been sequestered down here, I guess. God in his infinite wisdom have locked you people out of the genetic code, more or less. Do you have children, sir? Not a one. What are you, Amish? No, you don't have any children. Let's throw mama from the train a kiss, that kind of thing? Not a one. Who has kids? This lady, how many do you have there? 2. I don't think we need the visual aid. 2 is pretty clear. Is that your husband there? No. Now, where are the kids now? Would he just put a bowl of food on the floor? You go out for the evening? Is that kind of a feral child? They pretty much fend for themselves? You got a babysitter tonight? Do with Dad. Gee, I think the kids really like massage parlors and things. Is that a good atmosphere for them, really? Who else had children over here? You had children, sir? Oh, these 2? All of them? Oh, that's certainly a good dad there, sir. That's very good. Pretty strict, not too strict, more or less Lord of the Flies down at your house, I guess. Just piggy on the chandelier and... Who's worse? What is it, sir? You're pointing... This is your wife here, sir? Kind of a classy guy there, ladies and gentlemen. This is your sister. Is this... Are you on a date? Is this one of these something with Amelia kind of dates, sir, possibly? And she certainly seems proud to be out with her big brother tonight, huh? Now, what does your sister do? Well, maybe we could go right to her directly, sir, and kind of eliminate her attorney. Now, what do you do, the sister? Well, thank you very much. What, advertising? Public relations consultant. What does that mean? You have your own sandwich board, kind of a eat at Joe's? And how are you 2 gentlemen doing? Pretty good? I guess your girls are probably stuck in traffic or something, huh? They probably got the showtime confused, and I guess I see some headlights. That's probably them circling. Yeah, that trying to... You'll laugh later about the mix-up. You can talk about the funny things that happened. Yeah, about the guy you met with the sister. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Dads are fun. I have a good time with my dad. See, mothers and daughters do this great. I was thinking about this the other day. My dad's birthday was a couple of months ago. My dad was 75 on his last birthday. And I thought, well, gee, I never officially told my dad that I love him. I mean, he knows I love him, and I know he loves me, but I never officially said it. See, women do this good. You see mothers and daughters all the time. So where was I? Oh, I was in Nashville. I figured, geez, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I figured, geez, this time on my dad's birthday, rather than just, I'll call him up, tell him I love him, make it official so he knows. You know, this is the most awkward thing. I dial the phone. My father answers the phone the same way he's been answering the phone for 75 years. Yellow! You know, he can't say hello. He got to go, yellow! You know. Hi, Dad, happy birthday. Who's this? Then it's me, Dad. Oh, hello, son. Well, thank you for the birthday greeting. I said, yeah, Dad, I was thinking about you down here in Raleigh, you know, birthday, 75, been a pretty good dad, you know. God forbid something should happen there. You know, I just want to let you know, kind of like, you know. He goes, what? I can't hear you. And nothing. I was thinking about you being 75. Certainly been a good dad, just want you to know, like you, that kind of stuff. You're stuck, you want me to come get you? I said, no, I'm not stuck. I'm fine. I said, I was thinking about you being 75. You've been a good dad and all that stuff. I just want to let you know that that I love you. I want to let you know that I love you. Oh, you love me? Okay, I'm going to put your mother on the line now. I said, okay, Dad. I got talking to you, Dad. Moms are fun. I come from the East originally, so I have the old round kind of mom. Those little Pepperidge Farm 4x4 moms. That little iron tank model you can't get out here. That kind of moms that iron socks. That they iron the toe of the sock in case your shoe falls off someplace important. People know you come from a good home. That'll it. But I always like to come back to Sacramento. I go to my favorite little bookstore right over here. Goldie's, you been down there? You ever been to that place? Is that where it is, sir? Gee, it's hard to believe you were the one that went there, sir. Possibly. Trying to pawn off your sister again, sir? Is that it? Raise some extra money for fatty foods, no doubt? In the old days, you say something about a guy's sister, you get punched. This guy, no, please, make fun of my sister, please. Have you been to Goldie's, sir, for real? You get down there? No, absolutely. No, God forbid you, sir. How shocking that I would have picked you. I think if God does not destroy Goldie's, he really owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology. I always like those little signs they have for mature adults only. Yeah, most mature adults like to stand in a little booth with their pants at their ankles watching movies. That's a pretty good sign of maturity, isn't it? I mean, God forbid if some immature person should somehow sneak past the tight security that they have. I always like the ones that pretend to have something legitimate. They have signs like, we sell marital aids. I love what these people define as a marital aid. I mean, somehow to me, a 4-foot vibrator that takes 30 D-size batteries. This is not a marital aid. This is a jackhammer as far as I'm concerned. I mean, your wife goes out of town, you could break sidewalks with this thing. Well, she's rather a small woman. You sure won't kill her with this model? Sparks are flying out of it. It's not you will approve for our electrical friend. Another big item, the inflatable party doll. You ever seen one of these? This is a doll men take home. They blow it up. It looks like a girl. They can do whatever they want with this thing. This is amazing. 2,000 years of civilization, man has progressed to the point of screwing balloons. I mean, if I was female, I'd be very insulted by something like this. Like the ad on the side of the box says, she's just like a real woman. How many real women, sleep like this? I did see advertising. I'm not making this up. It's an actual product, a thing called edible underwear. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Now, this woman is... Do you own any of this? No. You've just seen it in other people's homes, I guess, more or less. I didn't make it up, right? Comes in different flavors, strawberry, orange. Surprisingly, the veal parmesan is quite good, surprisingly. So the sad thing about a product like edible underwear? Look, let's face it, after a couple of years, a lot of guys are just not romantic. Women go out, they buy this stuff, they take it home, they make themselves look very attractive, they put on the edible underwear, they get into bed, guy gets into bed, eats the underwear. Thanks, honey. That was great. Hey! Oh, no more for me, honey. Hey, what are we having tomorrow night? Hey! In fact, now they have the edible underwear for men. Did you know that? In fact, right now I'm wearing the Swanson Big Man Boxer Short dinner. Can you see that extra helping of potatoes in there, huh? How do you handle a hungry man? Man. How about male strip shows? Have those up here? Who's been? Have you been? Now, how often do you go, generally? 6, 7 nights a week? How often do you go? Been to 2. What, Easter, Christmas, that kind of thing? Now, what made you go the 2 times? Was it a special show? And where they have like Rex the human tripod performing some kind of a big program you want to try and catch the... Now, where is it? Around here? In Carmichael. Down the street from Goldie's. Now, what is the law there? The men go all the way, or they have to keep a class ring or something like that? They take everything off? What, like a G-string? You know what, the women putting money? Now, did you put any money? See, if you want to get better dancing, put some Ben Gay on the money. That kind of, kind of liven the show up a little bit. Well, that's fair. Men have had that stuff for years. Playboy, Penthouse. The worst is Hustler. You ever seen Hustler magazine? You know, I have a friend who's a gynecologist. I show him Hustler. He says, gee, I have no idea what that is. Yeah. You better get a surgeon down here to take a look at that. That's, So who would be on a date tonight? Would this be a date tonight, sir, gentlemen? It's not a date. I'm not an attorney, sir. I'm not going to show up in some palimony suit on her behalf. It's not a date? Oh, you're married? Oh, yeah. God forbid you should take her out, sir, I guess pretty much. So, well, that's fine. Are you taking her to dinner tonight? No. You look like you don't even understand the concept, sir. She came from San Francisco, and you came 100 miles the other direction. This is the perfect marriage for you then, apparently, sir. Well, now, what were you doing in San Francisco? Oh, well. Kind of a sad thing, I guess, pretty much. Who else would be on a date? How about the friend of the guy with the sister here? Is this a date, sir? No, it's your wife. I guess your date couldn't make it, sir. Is that what you're saying? Anybody on a date? Date, sir? I guess I could say that, sir. Did you take her to dinner? She took you. Well, hey, you must... It's your birthday tonight, sir. Well, happy birthday to you there. Where'd you go to dinner? Bull Market. What did you have there? Stay away from the oysters, sir, really. So you had a steak tonight, sir. Pretty nice place? Well, no, that's kind of... Well, she was paying, though. You didn't take her, sir. Now, what do you do when you take her out? So you rummage through the dumpster over here, probably, back of the Chinese restaurant? McDonald's, yeah. See, the biggest mistake a woman can make, I think, is complimenting a restaurant before the order is in. Because most men are just out to impress the woman. And once she's impressed, they try to chintz her out of the meal, you know? Yeah, have you had that happen? The woman will go, this is a beautiful place. Oh, do you like it? Great. Yeah, waiter, I'm going to have the surf and turf, the steak and lobster combination, and, yeah, I think she just wants the child's Jell-O. Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah. Really. I tell you, Scott took me to a great little out-of-the-way steak place. Pretty exclusive. The Sizzler, you been down there? Whew, I tell you, I had the gristle and baked potato fabulous. There's nothing I enjoy more than cold meat on an orange tray with a bunch of high school kids having an ammonia fight in the back room there. And I love that salad bar, a.k.a. compost pile they have there. 50 tons of ragweed, a little bit of okra mixed in there. Where did I go the other day in L.A.? Gee, you know, I've been in L.A. almost 9 years. I never went. Bob's Big Boy? Bob's, I thought it was a gay place. What a screwball joint is. I go in there and order a hamburger. The hamburger comes, got a bun, it's got the meat in the middle, it's got a bun on the top. On the top bun, it's got a pickle with a toothpick through it on top of the bun. I'm looking at this thing, I say to myself, they can't even assemble it correctly. Plus, I got the worst logo, that big fat-ass kid out in the yard. There's another heart attack waiting to happen. Why don't you put Jack LaLanne in front of the building? You want people to come in, not some walking ad for cholesterol. Plus, it's a fire hazard. People trying to get out of the building, this big fat ass blocking the doorway there. Heard your boy was killed in a big boy fire. No, he got out of the fire, okay, so he hit his head on that ass coming around the building. Must have hit that left buttock going about 9 miles an hour. How many more people have to die on that ass before they move them?
Well, that was Jay Leno live on stage, and I think it's terrific that you could hear him doing some interaction with the audience, some great material. This guy would do an hour-and-a-half show, so much material, so clean, so funny, and I know you enjoyed it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's this week's show. We hope you enjoyed the comedy team of O'Brian and Valdez, and, of course, Jay Leno. So thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.